Hello my lovelies. I wasn't sure if we were live there. My phone looks really dark, but I think we are. Right, let me just find me on the laptop if I am live, because you know. Okay, who got people here? Hi Joanna. Hi Claire. Right, I can't decide which card to do. I've prepped two cards. Well, not two cards. Okay, let's just start again, shall we? Okay, so I have, I'm just showing you these because they're just beautiful. This is a one sheet wonder. Woohoo! I've made one card, and then I had made a, if I could find it, it would be great, a bookmark using peekaboo, what's it called? Oh dear me, my brain is so tired. Peekaboo Farm. So let's have a look and see if it's actually come up on my screen now. Oh, there we are. There it is. Oh, that looks nice and bright as well. I'm glad you can see really well today. So yeah, so well, it would be bigger than this because this is tiny. This is like tiny weeny. So we've got a choice. We can either do a peekaboo car, a peekaboo farm bookmarks, or I think it's called a floating card. I've made one. I can show you. This one. So it's up to you. So we'll have some votes. Peekaboo floating card. I could even do the one sheet wonder if you like, but that took me like not very long because I had new stamp sets delivered. So, you know. Hi Mum! Yeah. So floating card. Okay, Claire. And I'll do a video with the bookmarks, I think. Floating card from Joanne as well. Okay, it's a unanimous decision. Right, so for a floating card you will need some basic borders, or if you haven't got these you can just use scissors because it's not rocket science, but I think these give a little pretty border. Like on these ones you've got like a scalloped edge. So I have got a card base already cut out. And all you need to do really is have a piece of DSP and then a decision on what you're going to put onto that. Hang on a second, I did have a plan, I promise. No, they don't match. Where are they? Maybe a butterfly or two, or I might grab another critter from somewhere else. Maybe a hippo or a gnome. I reckon we should have a gnome. Okay. My laptop can't keep up with comments. I know, Mum. Isn't the fishes lush? I love the fishes. Love the fishes. Anyway, back to it. Okay, so you have a normal card base, and then you have your DSP that's going to go on there. Now, what I am going to do is line this up and use a piece of, now heavy doodle tape is not quite strong enough, I don't think, when you're trying to do some die cutting. I am going to make it a little bit less sticky on my hand, but I'm just going to pop this into the right place with a bit of paper tape. And then what you do is you tidy up a bit first, you know, as you do. Get your die cut machine out, and then grab whichever border you want to use. So on this one I think I might go for a zigzaggy border, but this time I think we're going to go one side. I'll use a little bit of heavy doodle tape to hold the die in place and try and angle it as much as I can, because obviously it's got, if it goes through directly straight, like sideways, it makes a very big clonky noise. It doesn't like it. But if you angle it slightly, it's not so bad. Right, let's take that off there. So then you've got your bottom half, but you're going to be chopping that off as well. So line it back up again. Move your purple tape to the bottom. Round the bottom. Hi Janice, lovely to see you. And then we're going to take that off there. We're going to have a little gap. A littler gap. I'm sure that's a word. Littler. Right, so get it straight, Wendy. Now I can put this one in this way on the board. That's what I was trying to say before. This way on the board, not that way. When you put it that way, it makes a very loud clonky noise. That way. So where's my Heffy Doodle tape to hold my die in place? Praying it straight. And then die cut that. Okay. So then we'll take that off there. So don't discard just don't discard it, this pit. Oh my goodness, put my teeth back in. It is the opposite to bigger, Janice, you're right. So just keep hold of these, they come in handy for something, I'm sure. You could put a sentiment on there, it'd look quite wicked, I think. So, because I am me and I like to just, you know, make my life a bit harder, I like there to be a bit of a border all the way around. So all I'm going to do is trim off a little tiny bit off the bottom. So probably, I don't know, 0.5 mil maybe? Something like that. Is that right, or have I done too much? Probably too much. No, that's fine. So then I'll take the same off the top. Ooh, I'm feeling the need to do some flowers, I think, on this one. Just to show I can do flowers. I don't, you know... Where's my bone folder? There it is. Right, so place that back in place. And then you see it lines up perfectly down there. So let me just get some glue. We'll stick that down. I like the back of this one. It's very picnicky. Right, so we're going to stick that on there like that, right? Like, just like that. And then this is going to go at the bottom. So I'm just going to glue this on first, because that would be daft to try and do it afterwards, Wendy. So, oh, excuse me, I'm on antihistamines, but I'm still getting hay fever at the moment, I think, or a cold or something. Something's going on, so I have to keep sniffing. I apologise. Right. There we go. So that bit's done. So to measure, to get the bottom in the right place, what I do is I stand it up, if you can see that. I stand it up on this edge so that this piece goes right down to the bottom. And then I hold it there and I use my Heffy Doodle tape just to hold it in the right place, because no matter how hard I tried with this one, this kept moving. It was very annoying. So I'm going to use my Heffy Doodle tape to hold it in the right place this time. So now we've got to decide what we're going to put behind here, and also what we're going to join them together with. So let's have a little think-a-doodle. And I think what we could do is, I wonder if, what colours are in, no, not Hues of Happiness, what's the other one? True Beauty, is it? True, where are you? I know we've got some. Must be one without a label then. He's the man. A Wash with Beauty. Oh, that's the one. A Wash with Beauty. True Beauty's the stamp set. Duh. No, it's not the right colours, is it? Oh, what about this one? No, that's not going to work either. Okay, change plan. What should we do? Let's have a think. So, while I'm thinking about it, I could use a bit of that to join the two together. Is that maybe not? Maybe yes? I'm just going to grab a bit of scrap. I say a bit of scrap. It's not a bit of scrap, it's card base. But, you know, I'll make it work later. It's fine. Right, how wide do I want my piece this time? I'm going to go for a 4.5 centimetre wide panel this time. And not that long, because it doesn't need to be. So I reckon about there, which is about 8 centimetres. So I can give measurements on this, but the other one's a different size as well. So it's kind of just good. You can put it in the middle, but I'm going to put it at the side on this one. So let me think. What have we got? Do we have anything new I could use? It's a puzzle. Let's put a gnome. Let's do it. Let's go with the flow. Right, which gnome shall we have? Ooh, a tall one, I think. Is this going to be about the right size? Maybe that one? Maybe that one? Yeah, I think that one. Hi, Mary. Hi, Carol. Welcome. It's early in the morning for you, isn't it? Okay. Move that out of the way a second. I'm going to get a piece of scrap. Now, I am getting scrap paper this time. I'm not going to sacrilege a piece of... well, I thought I had some... I have got white scraps somewhere. Where be the... There we go. This will do very nicely. Right. I'm going to use Memento Tuxedo Black. I always forget the tuxedo bit. I don't know why, because it's quite a cool word. Oh, 5:15, Carol. Woohoo! I haven't seen that time in a very long time, I must say. Right, hang on. Let's put your brain in order, Wendy. You need this to be the right size, don't we? So he's only just really going to fit on there. So this is... So all I ever normally do is measure this piece, which I did at 4.5 centimetres by 8. So then I would make it 7.5 by 4. So I'm just... Say a little prayer for me, guys, that this is, you know, my gnome is going to fit on here. Because I may have to swap gnomes if that's the case for a slimmer one. But I want to use the lady because it's a flowery card. Oh, I think she's going to fit. There we go. Right, that works. That works for me. Does that work for you? It works for me. Okay, I'm going to glue her on now and then I'm going to colour her in. Because I can. Because she's mine. She's upside down. Let's not do that. Excuse the coughing, that's not me. Lottie is lying on my bed. Okay. You can go if you want to, you don't have to. Okay, yeah, that might be a good idea. Okay, so we're going to have a sweet sorbet hat. So I'm going to take the other end. Mary says, spent the morning putting 350 ears of corn into 80 pounds of corn of the ear into the freezer. Wow, Mary. That is impressive. Right, so we're going to just... I'm just lining around her hat with dark sweet sorbet. And adding a little bit extra on one side. Then I will take the light sweet sorbet and colour it in. Now this is a new pen. Well, I've only had it a month, so they don't usually squeak this early. There we go. And then I'll just quickly do, you will see as it dries it will show up a bit better. But I just like to go across that bit there again. So that's sweet sorbet. Then I'm going to do her nose in petal pink. No, I'm not. I'm going to use ivory. That will dry a little bit lighter than that. And then I'll do her face in... Oh dear me, sorry guys. Okay. Nope, wrong end. So just sort of make her a bit darker. Now then, let's do her clothes. So we've got the colours on here, which are the new colours, but there's also, I think that might be Daffodil Delight, but I don't have that. I don't know why I don't have Daffodil Delight. It's going to have to go on my next order. Morning, Anne. Sorry, darling, I didn't see you pop in. Oh, goodness me. How rude of me. Right, so got our little gnomey lady. So I'm going to do her with brown hair today. And I've got bronze. Let me put these ones out of the way, because we don't need them. I'm getting a little collection now, but I have room for quite a number more now because I have a new shelf. Okay, so I'm going to highlight with this one. I didn't put the right glasses on either, did I? It's okay, we'll manage as we are. So I'm just going to add some lines of dark brown. And I've just realised I've not coloured in her hair ties. There we go. And then I'm going to grab... Ooh, what colour should we do it? Light crumb cake, maybe? Let's see what that comes out like. So she'll have like mousy brown hair. Like so. So you just keep going in little circles over the darker brown and it will blend it in, because these are alcohol pens. And then you can go back in a little bit and just do a few little extra, or where you've missed, like there, I missed there altogether. I might go over that again with some more crumb cake, and maybe the darker one, because that does not look right to me. That's better. It's got a bit more, it's got contrast to it, so it doesn't look quite so cartoony. Is that what I'm looking for? That's not the word. It's not the word I'm looking for, but I can't remember the word, so we're just going to go with that, my lovelies. Right, okay, so let's think now. What colour dress shall we do? Shall we do an Orchid Oasis dress? Because she's beautiful. So I'm going to start with dark Orchid Oasis and do the the sleeves, and then the edges of her dress, like so. I think it's like, I don't know whether it's like a pinafore dress, because there's a line there and then there's buttons underneath, like it's a pinafore dress. Well, we're going to go with that now because I'm not entirely sure what it is. So these ones, they look very similar when you first use them together, but once they dry, it does sort of, they do change. So then I think we'll just go with a nice sort of, there's not enough room really to show blending, so we're just going to go with that in there, and then possibly just colour the buttons. And then her shoes, I'm going to go with a pair of grey shoes because, you know, why not? So a bit of highlighting, or whatever they call that, because I don't know. And then go back over with the lighter one. And there's her shoes. And then she's got mittens on. Oh, hello fly, go away fly. Tiny weeny flies are so annoying. What about a rich raspberry? Rich raspberry gloves. There we go. There you go. See, she looks cool now. Right, so I'm just gonna grab the ivory because I like her to look grounded, you know, like that. So then she's gonna go on there like that, and we're gonna do a little sentiment as well. You know me so well. I've used that one already, haven't I? Warm wishes. Just a nice short sweet little warm wishes. Oh, thank you, Mary. Mary says she loves my chuckle and my laugh. Well, I do giggle to myself quite a lot, even when there's nobody here, which is pretty sad. Oh, I'm not going to use black for my sentiments. I'm going to use Starry Sky because I like to use the darkest colour that's on my card, and there's Starry Sky in the DSP here. So I like to do that because then, because black can be quite harsh. What we're going to do, I'm just going to stamp it on there, and then we're going to decide how big we're going to do it. I'll put that over there so it can be washed because I forgot my chamois. Terrible behaviour. So do we just cut it down and put a border on it maybe? Actually, I'm going to use the trimmer because the other day I did this and it ended up being quite horrendous. Now, what I like to do, when I put it into my trimmer, I look down here. As long as I can see white, it's okay. But I also like to use, there's some shadows that reflect onto your card, and it will give you, it'll tell you if it's straight or not. See? It's gorgeous. So I'm just going to do that again. So I'm going to put it where I think it possibly will be straight. Now that's not quite straight, so the top bit needs to come in slightly. Like that, and then that should be straight now, so you can just work out roughly your end. There we go. And then you need a piece for the back, so that is, oh, if I can pick it up, is approximately just under 1 centimetre. So we're going to go with just under 1.5 centimetres. And the length of that is 5 centimetres, so 5.5. And that should give you, oh goodness me, Hi, Kathy. Hope you are well. Right, so let's glue this on as well. This little tiny fly is determined to annoy me. Determined, I tell you. Look, he's just flying around quite happily. Right, I like to hold this with my reverse tweezers because if you've got your hand there, you can't quite work out where you're putting it. You can't quite see very well, so I like to use my reverse tweezers, and then voila. Oh, too much glue again. Woo, what a surprise. So, let's glue on little lady gnome on as well. So, a piece of the top, piece of the bottom, and then I just do that and stick her on like so. I think that's about straight, maybe not, slightly that way, that's better. And then you can take your tape off the bottom and it will stand up. Woohoo! But you've got a hole. So what you can do is you can either just put a piece of white cardstock behind. So you can just put the white cardstock behind, and then just make sure if you're going to put a sentiment on that, that you do it above or below where these are. And you can just put a couple of dots of pencil just to show you where it is, and then rub the pencil off after. So I am going to glue this on, but then I'm also going to do something else because I can and I will. So let's just stick that on there like so. Oh, my nose is driving me slightly potty. Okay. So you could leave it like that. That's not bad because when it's stood up, it's going to be like that. So what you can do is, what's on the back of there? I don't know. Would that look quite cool? No, it's too busy, I think. Bit too busy. Bit too busy. Although you could put that back in there, couldn't you? Just along the middle. Like that. It's not quite right. It's not quite right. Anyway. Okay, let me just... SpongeBob. I know, I'll have to. Oh, you've had COVID, Kathy. Bless you. I hope everyone's on the mend now. I'm sure they are, probably. Maybe. Oh, hang on. I've got some scraps up here, so let's have a look. I don't think that's the right colouring, is it? Oh, do we like the stripes? Or do we like... There's green stripes. Or there's pink hearts, which might be a bit too... not bright, you know what I mean. A bit too dark, maybe. Or, no, that colour's not even in there. No. Okay, I think all the other ones are going to be a little bit wild. Maybe a bit of yellow. Would that look cool? It's only for when it's closed. That's my kind of, not argument, but just my, you know, my point. Is that the only time you're going to see the white bit is when it's closed. No, I definitely don't like that one. Decisions, decisions. Not very good at them, as you might have noticed. Yellow. You like the yellow. I do quite like the yellow. We also have... Oh, no, it's not wide enough, is it? No, that's not wide enough. Because I don't like to cut a piece of 12 by 12 for the sake of a little strip across a card. That's the only... my only My only thing is I like to use scraps to make sure I'm not wasting my DSP, although then I just don't use the DSP and I end up with loads left at the end when it's retiring. Okay. No. We're going to go with yellow. Oh, Mary agrees yellow. Joanna says yellow or stripes, so we're going to go with the yellow. So let me just trim this down to 10. And this is from the Hues of Happiness DSP. Oh, everybody says yellow. Okay, we're going with a unanimous yellow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide where these are going, and if I find my pencil, just to decide whether I can. Nope, don't need to narrow that at all. So let's put it back again just to make sure, because basically I just want to make sure I'm not, because this will be the band in the middle and you'll write above or below, but it's up to you. Wow, it's only taken us half an hour to do this. I could do another one. Okay, Wendy, keep taking it out. What are you doing? Right, there it is there. Look, like that. So let's put it straight and then just mark either side where it needs to go. Right, so there we go. And then with a pencil that's actually got a rubber on the top of it, just going to rub out the dots and the marks on the card like so. And I think we need a couple of gems. Open it up the right way might help. Oh look, we've got our new right. Okay, let's have a look. Where's my pick tool? There it is. I found you. Right, so we have got a bit of yellow in, so I think we're gonna bit of yellow there, and then possibly one of those there, and then maybe a blue little one down here like that. So there we go. I think those three will be fine. So where's our little sentiment gone? Because I've just forgotten all about him, because he must have flown away somewhere. No, that's not him. Where's he gone? Well, that is very strange. Did he fall off? Oh, this is like looking for a mysterious... This is ridiculous! Where's it gone? Well, that's interesting. Well, it hasn't fallen on the floor. Stuck on my leg. Oh my goodness. I think I might put that down there. Or we could stick it there, actually, on the inside of the card. That would look cool. I like that. Let's do that. Okay. So I'm going to do that just to the edge there. Make sure we're in the middle. Ta-da! I love these gnomes. Don't you just love these gnomes? Right, okay, so... I know, Mary. The sentiment just disappeared, but it was attached to my leg. So, you know. But there we go. Floating. I think it's called a floating card. I can never remember. But anyway, there we go. That's that one. Shall we do another one? I keep saying I'm going to do a pretty card one of these days, but it just doesn't seem to happen. Maybe we could stamp, or we could use... I know what we can do. We could use a bit of fish. Do a different direction one, sideways. And I think I've got a card base already cut the right colour. I think this is one of the colours in there. That will do very nicely. What do you think? Shall we go that? Shall we go with that? I think we'll be going with that. I think it's a good idea. Okay, so this time I think we could cut it with scissors, because I would like it to be quite wavy across, because it's going to be fish. Oh, thank you, Joanna. It's very easy, this one. I've literally used, let me just tell you what colours I used on this one. It is Starry Sky, Orchid Oasis, and then Pacific Point is the, oh, it's this fish here, Pacific Point, which is it's a distinctive, so it kind of shades it for you. And then this one was Bermuda Bay, and these, and I've used Costa Cabana and Pool Party in there as well, and I just loved it. Okay, so let's cut a piece of this off. So we want it to be 14 wide. Oh, and I never get sad about cutting them up, if anybody wonders. Can you tell? I'll just chop it up, because that's what I made it for. Okay, so I'll pop that on there like that. Now I'm going to put purple tape on this one in 2 places this time, because I'm going to be cutting it with my scissors. So let me just take some of the sticky off. Take some of the sticky off with my lovely hands. Fold that one over there. Right, so then I'm going to sort of decide roughly okay, say a little prayer, guys. No, not really. It's fine. Oh, look, it's moved. No! Naughty card. Okay, so I'm going to hold it here now, because I know it won't move again then. Right, that's the top, and then line the bottom back up, because I must have made it too not sticky. Right, try again, shall we? We'll go this way this time. So we don't need such a wide gap. Like so, and again I'll be taking a little bit off the top and a little bit off the bottom. Bottom, that's the top. So then I will just take my usual bit off. That wasn't straight, was it? What is going on? Why is it being an absolute nightmare? Okay. For some reason, I don't think I was pushing down hard enough then. It moved. Or too hard, maybe. I don't know. Right, top bit. That's the middle bit. Don't need that bit. And then the bottom bit. Try and make sure it's straight. There we go. Right. So, some glue. Okay, so if you're watching on Facebook, hi diddly do right now, but if you're watching on YouTube, you are watching my replay as I go live on Facebook every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. unless there's something going on, but I try and make sure I've recorded you a video that will replace it. But, oh, okay, so, and then, if you haven't got a catalogue and you're able to order with me, you can message me on Facebook or email me at wooscreations2020@gmail.com and I can send you a catalogue. If you're not able to order with me but you would like to support my channel and support me in purchasing more goods to show off and use to demonstrate, I do have a PayPal link on my YouTube description panels of my videos. And I will only use it for Stampin' Up. Right, okay, so that's that. So you've got a nice little wiggly bit in the middle, and there is a border. You can't quite see it yet because of the... And actually what we'll do is... Oh, I've got a nice piece of... don't even know what that is, but is it one I've used? I don't think it is. No, wrong colour. Wrong colour. Thought I had more whites in here. Where are you? Where is it? Is that white? There you go. See, look. You can't find one and then two come along all at the same time. It's like a bus. Oh, this purple tape is not sticking. Just going to get a new piece. No, see, that's too sticky. I don't want it to rip my paper. Although, if you put purple tape on and then put it through the die cutting machine, that's not a good idea. Right, so they're in the right place, that's in the right place. Oh, I've done some shading on there before, look. Right, so I'm just going to open this up. Gonna need to get a new glue out soon. Okay. There we go. Right, pop that back over now. Now you can see there's a definite gap. Now, I don't think I'm going to put anything in that piece because the background to this is nice and white. I think once we've put our whatever we're going to put on here, we don't need it. So let's make a decision as to what we're going to do. So what we could do is get the punch, because I got the punch to go with this one. I didn't buy it when they first released, when on the pre-order, because the fish weren't available. Now then, which fish is this? Is it this one? It's this one! It's that way, isn't it? So I'm going to find something to put this on now. What about... Is that going to be wide enough? No. No, not at all. Not at all. Right, find a circle. So these are not Stampin' Up circles. I do apologise. I'm trying to sort of, you know, get new stuff in. But these are starting to become something I really need. Okay, so that would work. And the fish would fit, and we could put a nice little background on for him. So actually we're going to grab the next one up as well. No, we're not. Next one down. Let me just have a look. I will just about fit. That's fine. I don't want to do too big because it'll cover most of my DSP otherwise. Do you think I should have a little fish as well? Hang on. Let's see if we can get a little fish. No, he's right. Why is he round? Oh, duh, Wendy. Oh no, he hasn't got the whole world in his hands, has he? Oh dear me. That was a very bad sorry joke. Okay, let's get a little... Oh, it's going to be the same colour. No, it's not. It's darker anyway. That's fine. It's all good. That's all right. Woo! I know you get little fins that chop out as well on here, but we don't need them when I've stamped it. Okay, so we're going to have two fish. Two fish. So I'm just going to cut a circle out of another card that is the same colour, and then because I'm going to cut the circle out, but then I'll use this card for another one with a window in it, because you know that makes perfect sense. So I just need to line it up properly because I'm really bad. There we go. Like that. So then I've got a card with a window in for another day, and then I'm going to cut a smaller one in a piece of scrap white. Right, so then I am going to grab the Fishies stamp set. Where have I put it? I know it's here somewhere. There it is. And I mean, look at this stamp set. This is a lovely background stamp for any stamp set. I know you can just about make a fish out in the background, but you wouldn't once you put all your other one sheet wonder pretties on there. So I'm just going to get this leaf, my seaweed, and I'm going to use my bigger block, and we're going to do, should we do Coastal Cabana? And stamp some background on there, and that is going to go on there like that. So let's glue that on. Like so. Okay, let's close that. That is going to go there. Now you could just put your sentiment on this bit if you wanted to. And then we're going to have a little fish and a big fish. Should we have the big fish at the bottom? Little fish. Quite like them overlapping just a little tiny bit. Right, we don't need that on there now. Let me just find something. Okay, so bit of glue. Oh, and I put too much glue as usual, so I can share with the baby fish. So, mama fish. And a baba fish. And I don't like them to be evenly spread out, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to put gems on again, but I do want a sentiment on there. Now I reckon I could get it. No, maybe not. Where's that white I had before? Okay, right, so let's put the lid back on the glue for a minute, because that will just, you know. I wish that said sending well fishes. Because I think that would be cool. A sea of thanks. And what we're going to send? Sending well wishes, I think. Oh, thank you, Carol. Carol says she loves it. Anne says, nice. Right, so we're going to go with Starry Sky stamping again. Oh, I've got a halo. Right, well, my hands are not very good at the moment, guys. My arms are not very good. My arms aren't very good. Neither are my legs. If I'm being perfectly honest. So I'm having to do stamp surgery on some of my stamps, because if I'm well, I don't get that many halos. But when I'm not well, I kind of don't push evenly, or I push too hard or something. I don't know what I do exactly, but yeah, so I've done that now, so next time I use it, it won't happen. This time I'm going to do the trimming really close thing. Trimming the shape. And then I'll stick it onto some card, because then I get rid of my halo if I do it this way. Stick it on some cards, and then I'll cut round it again. Like that. And then I can use some of this. Oh, let me just have a drink. Oh, there we go. So you stick it on like that, chop it off, and then just do the same again as what you just did. It's not that I am getting better at it. I'm not the neatest. I'm not the most even of cutters, but it's fine. It's all good. There we go. And I think we'll put this inside again. I quite like this inside bit. Oh, helps if I take the lid off, doesn't it, really? Right, so let's put that in there. And then you don't need to put a sentiment inside as well as outside. There you go. Right, we need to tidy up a bit, which means pushing everything to the side so you can't see it. But I'm going to put that die there because I'll just lose that. I was looking for my circle dies, but I must have put them back on the shelf, which is just unlike me because I put them away before I've even tidied up. Okay, let's put some gems on. So, let's have a look. Where's my pick tool? Maybe we should make it look like some little bubbles, maybe, like that. And then maybe he can have some little bubbles too. Like that. How about that? And then I might just... Oh, do you know, I love these gems. You can't see how sparkly they are on there from on your screen, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to put a darker one down there and a little darker one up here. And it's odd. Is it an odd number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it's not. I need to put one more. Come on, one more. Where should we put it? Dark one. There, where I was going to put it the first place. These gems are fine sparkle adhesive back gems. They come in the gnomes suite. Hi Jan! Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so they've got like, it looks like crisscross squares, but each square is like sparkly. Like when we had the faceted gems where they were domed and you could see the little squares, these are flat. Well, actually, they don't feel flat, but they look flat when you look from above. But they're not. Okay, that's really weird. How does that happen? Anyway. Right, let me show you the cards. So we've got card number 1 was Mrs. Gnome. Card number 2 is Fishies. But the card I made before I came on is... Happier Than Happy. Fish and a Wish. Kindest Gnomes. Happier Than Happy. So there we go. Thank you guys. Well, that was a, you know, it's literally just turned 9:30 and I've finished. Ta-da! Well, I hope you all have a super duper rest of your weekend. And if you haven't been here from the beginning, then you need to go back and watch from the start. But, yeah, I did a stamp one sheet wonder for this one. Not on the video though, Jan. I just did it. I might do a video on it because it is pretty cute and I might have to just do a different colour. Right. Oh, goodness me. Just sort my nose out. Apologies. There we go. Right, thank you all so much for watching. But I'd just like to say, this bit, as long as it's tall enough to cover both pieces, it doesn't matter what size it is, or the gap you put in the middle. I just love, and it looks so good. I love it. So, thank you all so much for watching. Even my dad approves. Thank you, Dad. Yeah, like I said before, if you, I have a YouTube channel. If you would like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would be very helpful. Share with your friends. Help me get my numbers up. That would be awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and I am going to go this time. Thank you. Goodbye.